All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, so I wanted to bring you guys one today of my wash station. Sorry about the noise in the background. I'm sure you guys hear the fan. As you guys know, I'm here in California and it's been super hot. It's been 15 days straight of pretty much 100-degree temperature, and I'm dying in this garage because my garage is not conditioned. I don't have an air conditioner or a split unit or anything like that. So in order to work in here, I have to have some type of air movement. And so I have some fans mounted, but you know, so I just wanted to apologize for that. So the reason that we are here today is, like I said, I wanted to share with you guys my wash station. Pardon me. The reason for this is I had products here, I had products there. I had my pressure washer on like a Stanley tool cart here, or tool chest here, and I would have to run hoses into the garage, or, you know, it was just a lot of hassle. The AR Blue Clean 2050 pressure washer that I use, it has a it comes with a 25-foot hose, but I bought an additional hose to get 50 feet. I would have to coil that up, and, you know, setting everything up, probably between setup and tear down, it probably took or added an additional 20-25 minutes to the wash time, if not more. So I wanted to do a simple wash station that took everything and pretty much condensed it into one area. At least the things that I use regularly are here on this wall. On the other side of the garage, I still have like my original Adams, I know it's not but my original Adams products in those bottles. Like, I have the whole, pretty much the whole line, you know, wheel cleaner, shampoos, all of that stuff over there, waxes, and all of that stuff over there. So that stuff is still over there because it's not the stuff that I use all the time. So I have that over there, some polishers over on the other side, and you know, a few more things. But for the most part, everything that I use on a regular is here on this wall. So, like I said, the reason that I started this or did this is to cut down on some of the time, because it's taking me way too long to set up and tear down. So let's just get into it and I'll show you what I've done. So up on the top shelf here, as you guys can see, these are all of my gallon containers, all of my 1 gallon containers, Adams waterless wash, all-purpose cleaner, Adams detailer, 2 gallons or 1.25 gallons now of Adams shampoo, Adams wheel cleaner, 1.5 gallons of Adams tire and rubber, glass cleaner from Adams, Geon wet coat, Meguiar's wheel brightener, Purple Power RV and bolt wash, which I use to strip wash the car, but that's another video. And then we have 2 gallons of Super Clean. We have my MTM PF 28 or 22 foam cannon. And then we have a cheap foam cannon from Amazon. I use that just to strip wash the cars. You know, I have 3 cars now, and, you know, as often as I strip wash them, maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year, something like that. Each car probably gets once a year for me to strip wash it. So haven't had any issues with that cheap foam cannon. I was gonna get an MTM, another MTM, but I didn't think it was necessary since I only use it a few times out the year. So we will continue on here also on the second shelf, we have a bottle, 1 gallon of distilled water, which I use to mix my chemicals with or products with. Behind that, we have some generic applicator pads. We also have Geon View back there. We have Can Coat, Stoner's Trim Shine, Super Clean Aerosol, Citral. We also have Solution Finish here. We have some Scotch Guard, some CarPro Pearl that's diluted 4:1. We also have Chemical Guys Silk Shine Dressing. We have Sonex Interior Cleaner. Here we have Hyde's Rust Stopper. We have Just Car Correcting Compound, Power Lock Plus. We have some Colinite 845. We have Sonex Perfect Finish. We have O&R, the Rinseless Wash. We have the Optimum Car Wax. We also have CarPro Iron X. What else do we have over here? CarPro Pearl, CarPro Eraser, CarPro ECH20 we have here. And then these are just, and this idea actually I picked up from Matt over at Obsessed Garage. You know, I know some of you guys watch his channel, or a lot of you guys watch his channel actually. And he was using these 36-ounce spray bottles, and I actually liked them. So I found them online and picked up the spray bottles, and then picked up some spray heads as well for these bottles. In this bottle, we have Geon Wet Coat, which you guys have seen me use in my videos when I detailed the C7. So that's Geon Wet Coat. Here we have Adams Waterless Wash. This is Super Clean Degreaser, and it's diluted 4:1. CarPro Pearl, diluted 4:1, 4 or 5:1, something like that. And mainly what I use this on is the engine compartment in the CLS, and also in my Excursion. I use this. I've used Chemical Guys Silk Shine in the C7. We have Adams Detail Spray. We have Wheel Brightener. We have Adams Wheel Cleaner. I'm sorry, Adams Tire and Rubber here. We have Adams Wheel Cleaner. Polish Angel, Presto Detailer, which I use that on the CLS because it has no coating on it. It's just waxed. So it's been waxed. So that's what I use as a drying on that car. 2 bottles of Polish Angel High Gloss, which again, you guys seen me use in my videos. We have a bottle of Super Sport. Use that on the C7. We have Polish Angel Palladium, and that's for metal. Polish my exhaust tips with that. If you guys check me out on Instagram, you'll see more pictures. I'll probably post, well, not probably, I'll post more on Instagram than I do YouTube. I just find it easier and faster. I can snap a pic or take a quick video of me doing something and post it there. So check me out on Instagram if you would. I'd appreciate that. Also, I posted on Instagram as well, me using Adams Wheel Cleaner to clean the wheels on the C7. I'm sorry, on the CLS. I don't use Adams Wheel Cleaner on the Corvette. I never let it get that dirty to use a product, you know, this aggressive of a product on the Corvette. That stays really clean, but the CLS, it dusts like crazy anyway. I don't care. I can wash that car once a week and you know, the wheels are covered in brake dust. So moving on down the line, we have Gyeon Fabric Coat, we have Gyeon Preserve, Gyeon Glass, Gyeon Tire, which I like this a lot. The C7, I mainly use Gyeon Tire. On the CLS, I use CarPro Pearl. Both, I like both of them. I still haven't really committed one way or the other. You know, on the Pirellis, on the C7, I'm sorry, I keep making that mistake. On the Pirellis, on the CLS, the CarPro Pearl looks really good. I haven't got the same effect. I kind of was bouncing back and forth on the Michelins on the C7, so I've really been using Gyeon Tire on that for the most part. Gyeon Leather Cleaner, Gyeon Prep, Gyeon Leather Coat, another bottle of Gyeon Glass, Gyeon Water Spot Remover, Gyeon Vinyl Cleaner, and Gyeon Cure. And the reason for the Cure is for the can coat. For the Gyeon can coat, you can dilute Gyeon Cure about 50-50. You can use it straight up if you like, but you can dilute it about 50-50 and use it as a drying aid for coated vehicles, or like even semi-permanent coatings like a can coat or something like that if you if you so choose to do that. Here to my right, I have the Metrovac blower. It's wall mounted. I found this little corner, was able to fit this in the corner. One thing about this, if you guys don't know, I mean, I like it. I've seen reviews, I've seen a lot of things said about it, and it works. I've used it, it works, have no issue with it. The one thing that you should know is it draws about 18 amps, maybe a little over 18 amps. And your standard, because it has 2 motors on it, in it. So a regular 15 amp circuit, it won't hold it. At least it wouldn't hold it for me. If I ran one of the blower motors, my breaker wouldn't trip. If I ran both motors, then it would run for 5-10 minutes and then the breaker would trip. So I changed that out and installed a 20 amp circuit. And so now the Metrovac is plugged into a 20 amp circuit and I don't have any problems with that. This is just a 4-drawer cabinet from Walmart. It's a Sterilite, however you pronounce that. And what's in here are all of my microfiber towels. You know, it's pretty much filled up with all Rag Company microfiber towels. It's a couple Adams microfibers in there, the Great Whites, but definitely Levi and the Rag Company has to me, the best deals on towels and the best quality towels as well. Here we have my tote, and this is the products that I use on interiors, all my brushes, different things like that, interior detailer, glass cleaner, Best in Show, my griots, and you know, a few other things that I have in here for doing interior. Here we have a acrylic glove box mounted on the wall. Like I said, I had stuff scattered everywhere, you know, in different places, and this just kind of brought everything together. So I'm able to fit 2 boxes of the nitrile gloves in this box. Makes it really easy and really convenient. Keep my Adams shampoo here on deck, you know, 16 ounce bottle. I'll use the gallons to refill that. Standard sprayer, Home Depot. I have the, these are actually pretty cool, these detail guards. You put them under your tires, and when you either use a hose, a pressure washer hose, or a garden hose, this keeps the hose from getting trapped underneath the tire. You know, if you guys are watching the channel, I'm sure all of you guys have dealt with that. So these actually work really good. I thought it was a gimmick at first, kind of gimmicky, because, you know, it's almost like one of those as seen on TV products, but it actually works. So if you don't have these, pick yourself up some. They're not too expensive. Moving on, we have my CR Spotless. We have my wheel bucket. This is from Adams. I have a variety of different brushes and stuff like that that I use to do the wheels and tires with. We have my 2 buckets for my rinse and wash when I'm doing my 2 bucket wash. This I always keep here. This is the Geon Smoothie. So this is the mitt actually, and you know, I tuck the band, the cuff inside it, and just use it like this to as a pad instead of a mitt. I really like this actually. So after every wash now, I'll go ahead and wash this, let it air dry, and then throw it back in the bag so it doesn't get all dusty. And so it lives here or there. And then we have my Ridgid 4-gallon portable vacuum. I use that, of course, to vacuum the car, interiors, carpets, floor mats, whatever. At the top, we have the pressure washer. That is an AR Blue Clean 2050 pressure washer. I've had that for over a year now and haven't had any issues with it. It is a little louder than what I would like, but it seems to work. Been tossing around the idea of getting a Kranzel or what is that? The T1322 or K1322 TS from Matt over at Obsessed Garage. Haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. I know it's probably or is the best pressure washer out there, but I can't find I can't pull the trigger on it because this one is still working and I haven't had any issues with it. So I have a kind of a hard time replacing something that's working. And it's 2050 PSI and it's 1.4 GPM. And like I said, I'll show you guys, and you guys have seen, I get plenty of flow, I get plenty of pressure. It foams the car, it rinses the car. So as an inexpensive option, I picked that up from Home Depot, like I said, over a year ago. I don't know if they still have it, but it was only like 250 bucks, and it works well. I also picked up the wall mount kit because it comes on a cart, and I didn't want the cart, you know, there's too much stuff on the floor as it is. So I bought the wall mount kit and mounted it on that shelf there. Dropping down from there, we have the Cox reel. This is the 100 series reel, and it has a 50-foot pressure washer hose. It's the single wire. This is a Schaefer hose. And then attached to that is my MTM SGS 28 gun. This works great as well. Hindsight, I wasn't trying to be cheap or anything, but I felt like 50 feet of hose would be adequate. 50 feet of hose gets me around no problem. I should have opted for 75 or 100 feet. That probably would have been a better choice. So if I was to do it again, I would just probably load the reel because it'll hold up to 100 feet of hose. And so I probably would, in hindsight, or if I could do it again, I would just get the 100 foot of hose. 100 feet of hose is not that much more expensive. So on this Cox reel, I only did one modification to this Cox reel, which is this handle right here. Originally, the Cox reel comes with a 5.5 or 6 inch handle that you can use to wind up your hose with. And like I said, 5 or 6 inches, it sticks out too far because I wanted the hose reel mounted here. It works here for me. So what I did was drilled out the arm, and this right here is a simple one of those steering wheel contraptions that you mount on your steering wheel to help you steer the car. I guess if you have some issues, or you're one of those old school dudes that had the knob on the steering wheel to help you steer, that's what this is. So I drilled it out, drill the arm out, and install this, and it works great. If I pull some of the hose out, it fits in my hand well, and I can just wind it up like that. And like I said, it's a smaller profile, so it works for me. Underneath the Cox reel, I have a 2-inch PVC mounted on the wall, and I have my the wine. Now I really don't use this. When I wash the truck, I tend to use this more, but for the most part, I'm really comfortable using the just the MTM SGS 28 gun. I really don't find the need for this, but I have it.